Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 1315.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about the next Nvidia, because Nvidia is the hottest company right now. If you missed it, Nvidia had their earnings call last night, and at one point, Nvidia was up $110, from $640 to $750, which is a gain in market capitalization of about $250 billion in a few hours. Nvidia is the third largest company in the US behind Microsoft and Apple. But the reason that it had such a huge gain in market capitalization were comments from the CEO, Jensen Huang, that not only were revenues spectacular at $22.1 billion versus a projected $20.6 billion, which is a 33% gain, but also because they said AI was at a tipping point. What exactly that means, we don't know, but I can guess that it means that AI has moved to the next important iteration. If you haven't seen the prompt of a short paragraph of words that you give AI and it turns into about a 30-second video of the description that you gave in the prompt, it's very exciting to see. The one I saw recently was about a Dalmatian that was in a window and walked out onto the ledge, and it looked like a real Dalmatian, and it was all AI generated. That's just one example of where AI is right now, and that's probably not even the most recent iteration. They want to keep that a little bit more secret, probably, I would imagine. But AI is rapidly advancing, and I'm told that Facebook bought all of Nvidia's chips so that nobody else could get them. When you dominate the chip market like that, and people are buying your product to keep competitors from getting them, that's pretty spectacular. But it also means you can charge top dollar for your product and get just about whatever price you're asking. That's why Nvidia's earnings were up 22% quarter on quarter and year over year 225%. According to Gerald B. Goldberg, Chief Executive Officer of GYL Financial Synergies, he said, "What we are seeing is a perfect positive storm of first mover advantage combined with 80% market share and positive outlook for future growth in an area that could potentially transform not just the technology sector, but how many industries function." That's right, AI is going to affect everything. And as I've been saying for more than the last year, AI is the next big thing and the next bubble that will peak at the end of this decade, in my opinion. You need to have an AI strategy and find the next Nvidia, whether that is a specific stock or an ETF, or my favorite way, which is private equity. If you're an accredited investor, this is something you can consider investing in, but you have to have either net worth or income qualifications. If you do, there's a multitude of ways that you can invest in AI companies prior to them going public in the stock market. And to me, that may be the smartest way to buy low and sell high. One such company I've invested in is SambaNova, which is an AI company that works with the US government. And I've talked about that in past podcasts. When you're working at the government level, that means A, they've been through a process of being scrutinized to who has really good technology because they were chosen by the government. And number two, they have somebody that has deep pockets and able to pay them. In spite of everyone saying that this is the peak of the bubble and we're looking like we did in 1999, I totally disagree. To me, this looks like 1994, which was the beginning of the internet bubble, and the year that many companies started to IPO that turned into an IPO frenzy over the next several years. I think that's what we're going to see is an IPO frenzy. And you're just starting to see the appetite that people have to buy AI companies, and especially AI chip companies, that is only going to grow bigger as AI's capabilities expand and as more people become aware of what AI is doing and how big this is going to be and how many industries it's going to impact in their bottom line profits. So while Nvidia jumping 14.5% to an all-time high after another strong quarterly earnings report and robust quarterly guidance in the future, I don't think this is over, and I think this will spread to other semiconductor companies and other AI companies, especially if you can get them in the form of private equity, which I think would be a good way to get them at a discount before the public starts to invest in them after an IPO. We don't know what the next Nvidia is going to be, but my guess is it may still be a private company. And this is the time to do your research and be looking at opportunities for private companies. So I have a link in the show notes if you'd like to pursue that avenue and see if it's right for you. If you haven't yet subscribed to Be Wealthy and Smart, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified as soon as new podcasts are available. And all of my podcasts are on my website at lindapjones.com/podcasts. And while you're there, sign up for my weekly newsletter for more tips for your financial freedom. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.